So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I've put in a putting green in my backyard, and that one of the biggest issues I've had with the putting green is the cats taking over these sandy areas that haven't quite filled in yet and using them as a litter box. Well, I'm happy to report I have found a solution. It's right there. Here we go. This is the Orbit Yard Enforcer motion sensor sprinkler, and you hook it up to a hose and you adjust, the spray pattern. It's really neat. I want to show you the different features on it and kind of talk about what the experience has been, and I don't think I want to call it an enforcer. I have another name for it, and I'll talk about that in a second. So the cool thing about this sprinkler is that it's completely adjustable however you want to do it. You can adjust it to run only during the day, only during the night, or all the time. And as far as the sensor's concerned, you can adjust how far out you want objects to be recognized before it triggers. And then you can also adjust how long the sprinkler runs when the sensor's tripped. So you have complete control over everything you want out of this sprinkler, and it works. It works good. Now the first thing I want to just mention is it's important to understand which way it's going to throw water, because when I was installing this and trying to test it, I had it backwards and I got. So this flap part here that says Orbit on it, this is the front of the sprinkler. The water's going to shoot out that direction, and it's got two sets of squeeze clamp pin deals on here for you to adjust your spray pattern. And I've got mine set up for 180 degrees. It's just gonna cover the whole putting green whenever the sensor's tripped. Now I tried to get a little creative and I set up a camera here. This is the Wise camera. These are just pretty decent, really super inexpensive cameras. This is the latest generation, so it's good for outdoors. And I set it up to monitor. Now I didn't initially catch the cats on the camera, and I think there's a reason for that, and I have my kids to blame for it. Let me explain. So obviously the kids know that this is out here, and so what do kids do? They want to play with it. So the kids will run around the backyard, they'll come off of the swing set and they'll come running over here, and they'll mess around and try and get it to trip and try and activate the sprinkler and get sprayed. A lot of fun. Well, my theory is the cats saw that, and they knew that they didn't want to have anything to do with that, so they didn't come over here. So seeing all of that happening, I don't think of this as an enforcer. No, this is an intimidator, and it intimidates the heck out of these cats, because even with it out, I've had it unplugged, I've had the hose disconnected from it for the last couple of days, because we've had a couple of nights where we've gone back down to freezing temperatures. Even with it not connected, they just see it there. They're not even coming over here anymore. So intimidation factor is real. Now some time has passed since I've started working on this video. Seeing the kids getting sprayed is fun, but let's be real. We wanted to see the cats get sprayed. So the first fun event, we had an unsuspecting bird hop down from the fence and trip the sensor. And I actually noticed this and saw this all go down live when it happened from the house. And we all watched it through the window and had a pretty good laugh about it. But the biggest highlight, of course, is one of the cats made her way over to the putting green and appeared to be headed for the sand before learning a lesson that I hope she never forgets. Oh, it was so great. So fun to watch that. So glad to finally catch that on the camera. So good to finally get my revenge for all of the poop that I have had to rake out of that sand pit there. So it definitely works. If you need something simple to keep pets or pests away, this is a really good option. This has worked the best by far. I've tried pet deterrent, I've tried peppers, I've tried all kinds of stuff. This has been the best and honestly the most fun. Now you'll notice that I've got the motion sensor kind of low to the ground, and that's another option that you can tinker with depending on your use case. You can have it set low to the ground here, or you can move this piece here. You can take the sprinkler off, move this piece, and swap it with this and have the motion sensor up higher if you're trying to catch larger objects or animals, deer, things like that. You can make it work. Now there's just one thing that I want to tell you about that I didn't really like and I had to deal with a little bit using this, and it's this little cap here. You can attach another hose to the other side, kind of like those sprinkler spikes, and it came with a plastic cap, and I don't know what it was, too much water pressure or something, but the cap broke and water, you know, is going to spray everywhere. And it was the first time it happened, I flooded part of the putting green, and that was not a good thing. I ended up going with, I think this is brass cap, and that has been a lot more sturdy and a lot more reliable. So that's just a quick update on the putting green. I really feel like I have control back over it again. I'm not, you know, digging up cat poop out of this sand here all the time. I do need to bring probably a yard of sand or a ton of sand back here, which is going to be way more than I need. I've been looking for bagged mason sand here locally, and no one has it. It's listed on all the hardware stores' websites, but I can't buy it online and I can't find it in the stores, which stinks because I could only use a few bags out here to do what I need to do. But instead I might have to just buy bulk for this little project. Kind of stinks. But I want to get more sand on this regardless, and start really smoothing it out and dialing it in, and get some more seed out in these spots here, these bigger spots, and especially that bigger spot over here. Got to get that growing and filled in soon. It is a little low, so I do need to bring some more sand in here and get that taken care of. But other than that, the putting green is really good. It's in great shape. I'm really enjoying it. It's due for another fertilizer application, so I'll probably hit it with another application of the green pop and keep pushing it. I do want to get a hole cutter here pretty soon and get a hole in here and start chipping and putting on it. So there you go. Like I said, quick update on the putting green and the new Intimidator factor going and taking care of the cat problem. So really happy to have that. Thank you to everybody that suggested that. I really appreciate it. It was well worth the money for me because it's saving me time, and it's going to allow me to finish growing in this putting green and really dialing it in and getting it to where I want it to be, and really enjoying it too. Now I feel like I'm one less thing to worry about now that the cats are under control. So thank you again for recommending that, and thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to see not only what's going on with the putting green here, but what's going on just off the putting green. Big project coming up, and I'm excited to show that to you too. So lots of things going on here, as you can tell. Follow along, see what's going on, and look forward to that. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.